Hi Cancer, and welcome to your mid-month bonus reading for the month of April. This is a timeless reading in reality, so anytime you find this, you can use this for your development, for your self-work, for your growth, as an inspiration. We are doing a little reflection with the cards here. We are trying to find a more fitting story for your situation, or a helpful story that we can work with. And I'm excited you're here with me. So let's see what's going on. First part of the reading, I do a general message. Second part, relationship dynamic. Seven of Wands. I just had this out in the Gemini reading. Seven of Wands is a card of really stepping into a courageous way of dealing with a situation, of also taking action. This is a card that is often referred to, and from Crowley himself, referred to as a lonely warrior type of card, so the lonely soldier, which is maybe a little intense when you are in a situation where you have to feeling you have to deal with everything yourself and nobody can really help you, but it is also part of kind of defending your success, because with the Seven of Wands we are really in a situation where we are defending what we've already achieved. So the Six of Wands in the back represent victory, success, and the Seven of Wands is that moment where we have to be maybe ready for the next step. Doing the things that are not just like bringing us into a winning position, but also doing the things that are a little bit more out of the comfort zone. And we might have to go alone in this case. It's Mars in Leo, so we're really showing ourselves. It could be some sort of somehow I get a comeback energy for some reason. It's like this is not easy. We've had our successes, but now we have to really go the extra mile, in a sense. We might also have to defend ourselves against people and opinions from the outside. Oh wow, the Lust card. So there is a lot of power in this. There is a lot of ability to really control your passions, to control your even aggressions. We have a Mars card here. We have Leo 2 times. So this is a lot about your ego, I think, flaring up, and at the same time being capable of keeping it in check. It's quite intense. It's really a lot of fire energy with the Mars, with the Lust card, with the Leo. It's a lot about going into life in an extremely courageous sense, fighting for what you think is worth fighting for your own type of standing, by controlling all the more primal and animalistic energies within you as well, trying to really channel them into the right directions, working with them at the same time, and still meeting all these energies with a lot of compassion and love, and letting them be part of the experience, which is the Lust card. Not trying to shut them out or shut them down. It's also a sense of freedom that I'm getting. Freedom from maybe stigma, or freeing yourself from opinions, restrictions, judgment from the outside, being emancipated within your passions and desires as well. It could be very sexual energy. Maybe you're stepping into a very, very powerful sexual energy these days, especially if you're a woman. And the Princess of Swords at the same time, oh wow, and the Libra card, the adjustment card. So we have fire and air, which is, and a little bit of earth with the princess. We're really learning and growing and figuring out, I think, how to deal with our deepest desires here. It's very, very fascinating. Princess of Swords is an energy that is open to learn, that is at a starting point of something, of change, of something new, of bringing something into this world, of manifesting something by being connected to the earth energy. The swords really talk about being curious, being open, being a student, being a young, fresh mind that is open to experience, to learn, and to receive information. That is also looking for information, that is kind of in a research mode, but in a very aggressive type of research mode. So it's a young, fresh, hungry mind. And I feel like we're approaching this time here and this energy with a young, fresh, and hungry mind to learn more about living our deepest passions and desires, and really going for them in a very courageous way, and really standing up for ourselves and what we actually really want. This could be about partnership or relationships with the adjustment card. It could be business or private or romantic, but it's more like also a smart contract, I like to say, with the judgment card, or with the adjustment card, I'm sorry, with the justice card in other decks. It is about balancing out the right and wrongs, the finding diplomacy with people, finding the middle ground, finding what works for both, and what works best for both. And I say both because it is mostly about two people or two parties, and it's about two sides of the scales. So we want to make sure that we are in a constant position, or in a constant attitude is maybe a good word, of being capable to adjust and to find the compromise. It is, I think about this saying, do you want to be right, or do you want to have a relationship? You know, it's like we can let both things be right. The Princess of Swords has a hard time doing that, I have to say, but I think in this case we know we don't have to explain anything to somebody, because we know what we want. We might have the feeling that we have to explain things to people. It comes through very strongly, because we're really, really, really passionate here about something, about ourselves, really, and maybe a little too much. With the Mars in Leo and the Lust card, we really have to be careful to check our ego. But I think with the adjustment card, we're very capable of doing that. And underneath we have the Empress, who brings the water to maybe react a little bit to that fiery energy. But with the adjustment card, we're still very calm about it, calm and playful in our minds. We are not getting too stuck. We still want to do the right thing. So yeah, I like that. We're staying flexible. even though passions are very, very strong. Wow. So yeah, let's see what this means for relationships. It could be any relationship, business, partnership, romantic, etc. So this other person, Page of Wands. Okay, somebody is very excited, I think, and open and adventurous towards you. If it's a romantic thing, somebody's just happy to explore, be open, be playful, be curious. So Page of Wands is also an energy where somebody is attracted. It doesn't have to be, as I said, romantic. If it's not romantic, it's just maybe somebody who is like, oh, this is interesting. This is an inspiring person. Maybe I want to work with this person. That looks fun and adventurous and interesting. Could be a younger person or younger energy. Oh, King of Cups. And you are in a very, you're in your very true energy when it comes to this. I think your emotional maturity at this time, King of Cups, upright, is really attracting fun energy. I like it. I like it. I think it could be something very therapeutic for another person in a sense. Maybe they could be very inspired to learn on a deeper level about their own emotions. Maybe you could teach them a little bit of depth. But they're very attracted to the maturity, the emotional maturity you're bringing to the table. And maybe also a creative sense, or like maybe you bring a very artistic or therapeutic or sensitive sense to the picture, and they like that. It could be a little bit of a, it doesn't have to be, but it could be a, I want to say homoerotic energy for some reason. It could be a same-sex, especially between two men, but doesn't have to be, where also somebody sees you as a little bit of an emotional mentor. You know, it's a teacher of experience. Four of Wands. This could be somebody, I mean, maybe it's somebody coming back, or it seems like you're working with somebody that brings a feeling of this is the right counterpart right now, or I feel very light in this energy. And the Page of Wands, of course, brings a very light energy. It's very fun because we have the Four of Wands here, and it's very fun. It's feeling like I'm on the right path, in the right environment, in an inspiring environment that's also giving me a little bit of fiery energy that is a little bit of a challenge, but in a good way, where we can really have an exciting time. It could be that you've met this person before, maybe even. Or you feel like you've met this person before. Could very well be. It is a feeling of familiarity for some reason. So with the Four of Wands, we really want to step into exciting, inspiring, open, light, fun relationships. This is very cool. I like it. Strength card again. Wow. There's a lot of passion. And it could be, I mean, I have to say it could be about, because there is no swords in the picture, so there could be, you know, no communication with a person or something, or no clear communication. But it could very well be, for some reason I get the get a sense of somebody from the past, or it could be you walking away from something, or both of you trying to walk away from something in the past towards each other's energies, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of passion. If this is a if this is a romantic thing, especially a new thing, oh wow, you find this person hot. Very hot. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups, I mean, it is a moment of getting out of maybe a little bit of an emotional rut into a more joyful and light energy, and we want to make sure that we don't get stuck in neediness, that we are not stuck in needing something emotionally from another person with the Eight of Cups. In the reverse, we're kind of in this transition of getting out of it to the next step, but it's hard. So it's really important, whoever, and I feel like it's a new person, it could be a new person, a new energy in your environment. Make sure you are approaching or you are connecting for the right reasons. Because with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, we can have a tendency sometimes to connect out of the wrong reasons, because we're looking for something that inspires us on the outside, or can light some sort of emotional response within us, because we kind of cannot find it within ourselves, which is not always a bad thing. But I'm just saying, with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, we could be stuck in a little bit of a draining moment, or like a hard to get out of muddy emotional thing where we kind of look for inspiration on the outside. I don't think it's such a big deal for you, especially with the King of Cups here, because it seems like you're in a very, very mature emotional energy when it comes to this. So wow, okay, interesting. I like this. I like it. So yeah, having a good time, having fun, enjoying life. I think it's really about enjoying the power of passionate relationships right now. And in any sense, in every sense, not just like in a romantic sense, and just in a sense where we feel inspired by people, and where we feel like we're meeting our kind or something. With the Four of Wands, it can very much mean like we're meeting like our own kind, or birds of a feather, you know, it's like this is our tribe. So yeah, enjoy. This sounds like a lot of fun. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Check out my description box for all the other stuff I'm doing. Make sure that you put yourself on the email list if you want to receive all the news, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.